Hey y'all, good morning. It is Friday, what is it, y'all? The 11th. And as y'all can see, y'all good niece is in the back. I am about to take her to school. I have to take her court documents so they can go ahead and make a copy so we can go ahead and get her name updated in the system. I'm also going to try and stop at Sprinkles. It is a donut shop, so I can go ahead and supply the kids with treats. Today is somebody's birthday in her class, and
I know.
I didn't get a chance to take cupcakes or anything like that. We had like cupcakes at my house. I don't even think I showed you. I posted it on my stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go over there, All Things Jatan. Any platform that I have is All Things Jatan. So I uploaded it on there. I went to Publix, got them. They were wonderful. So now we're on our way to Sprinkles. Hopefully we're able to find some cupcakes because Sprinkles is very good. And they run out of things very fast. Y'all, I'm just already on a irritated mode this morning because things that I asked my kids to do before we go down and go to bed was not done this morning. And it is these phones that are that they're allowing them to distract them. Like, we're too close to the holidays. Like, I go above and beyond, and I'm asking y'all to do simple things that we've been in this house now for 3 years and y'all are still not remembering to do. So it's very frustrating for me to be one person that has to be the brains, the thoughts, the reminder, the calendar for 3 other people. You know what I mean? When we do the same thing. That's why I'm a routine-based person. Because I feel like if you have a routine, it's like you put nobody's ever going to put their pants on, their shoes on, and then try to put their pants over the top of their shoes. You know that your pants gotta go get on you by way of your feet. Let's not reinvent the wheel. That's why I like having a routine. That's why I like being structured, because it's steps, it's levels to everything. Even if something throws a wrench, even if you leave the house and it's traffic, unexpected traffic, cool, that's something. But as far as like your wake up, make sure you clean yourself, getting your clothes on, you're brushing your teeth, cleaning up behind yourself. Like, these is, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And it's always on days that I'm like going out of my way to sit up there and do something nice. Listen, and ain't nobody asked me to do this, but if I'm sitting up there coordinating something with the teachers behind the scene and all that, I need you to stop following behind me to see what I'm doing and do what you're supposed to do. Because you following me is making you forget what you got to do. Amen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's never me
She's talking about it, but it's never her. Honey, she's the one that ain't on a bus right now. Yo, I'm not gonna tell you how I have been in the car for a whole hour now, and everybody's gone. The house is empty. I'm about to go in there and get into my word, because again, I did not like how I got started to the day. I don't like that. And one thing I'm trying to remember is that I'm not in control. I'm not in control. However, I like to set the tone for my day. I like to set the tone at night. And these little hiccups and these daily, weekly talks, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking the slow. I'm not liking the slow obedience, because slow obedience is still disobedience. So I just came up with like something in my head that I think I'm going to implement, and I think that's a phone box. I think that every day when the kids come home Monday through Friday from school, I'm going to have them place their phones in the phone box, because I always just envisioned my kids having their phones for emergencies. You need a call, you're going to be running late, like not glued to and tied to your phone to where you're not able to get basic things done. See, I am a 80s baby. To be exact, I was born in 84. So we went outside. We had to be home. This is before the Apple Watches. This is before the watches. This is before all the things. So we had to be back home before the street lights came back on. Or, we couldn't even touch the TV had things not been done around the house. So ain't no watching no Martin and all that. If you ain't got your shower and all that, like, I think this is why, like, I'm an early bird now. Like, for the most part, we all be knocked out. Like, we go to bed, the whole house go to bed super early. But it's like the little things that I set for myself to do in the morning or throughout the day helps me have more time to reset and relax during the weekend. I definitely believe in, like, doing the Sabbath. Like, we know God created the world and he had a day of rest. He had a day of rest. And although nobody is asking me to do the different things, it's all about stewarding, like taking care of your things. Like, some of the things that I have to constantly be repeating is from a standpoint of my kids have what I did not have, okay? And I didn't even have it. Like, if I'm just going to be 100% honest, if I look back, I didn't even have a bed. Like, let's just be very clear. So what I'm saying is, y'all have all the things that I didn't have that would make your life easier, and you're still taking the hard route. You get what I'm saying? Like, our laundry room is on the same floor as the bedrooms. So why is your dirty clothes still in your bedroom? Why am I cheering, applauding for myself for having the clothes clean, and then an hour later my laundry room filled back up because you ain't brought your clothes out the room? I really think that, some of the things that we grew up with and the boundaries that our parents or our families established really made us who we are today. And we need to revisit that. Like, some of those things we really need to revisit. Because I feel like kids are always worried about the outer, that we need to humble them with the inner. Like, I really think that that's what I'm leaning towards a lot. Hold on, y'all. This is my mom. Hold on. Let me bring her on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Before you get to talking, I'm doing a vlog right now, right?
Uh-huh.
And your grandkids had me razzle dazzled this morning, okay? So as a mom, what were some things that you would enforce to be done to make your life easier as a mom? Or what if you could do anything differently when it comes to house things and stuff like that? What would you say? Like, what would you say that you implemented? Because let me just say, my mom did not like nobody cleaning up. Like, my mom, she wanted you to do your room, but as far as everything else, my mom was a cleaner. She still is a cleaner, so she likes to do all that stuff herself. But as somebody that's not going to be sitting up here doing everything, like, what would you say that you would do less of and put back on your child now?
Make them, instead of me, like you said, doing everything, I will make y'all do. And on Saturday and Sunday, on Saturdays, it will be cleanup day.
And see, that's
And
where.
if they didn't do it, don't ask me about going nowhere. Don't ask me about nothing. But you're gonna do it. And if I gotta get on to you about doing it, then don't ask me, can you do anything? But you're gonna do it. Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. And like I say, Saturday would be a cleaning day.
And see, to me, like I try to stress to my kids, being as though I work Monday through Friday, I always try to tell them to do a little bit of something every day. You get what I'm saying? So that on the weekends, we could focus on kicking back and relaxing. Everything is already done. I don't want to sit up there, be working a job Monday through Friday, and then spend my whole weekend.
But how much can you get done through the week? You know, that's why I would pick. And
You can get a lot done. See, my mom worked outside of the house. My mom had 2 jobs. So her thought process, I completely understand. But it's things like cleaning the bathroom as you get done. Cleaning the shower and all that. Like, these are things that...
behind yourself.
Yes.
You're doing is picking up behind yourself.
Yes, that's it. And
They expect nobody else to do it. I'm a caregiver. And that's what's frustrating because, you know, even being a caregiver, just because you're a caregiver don't mean you're supposed to do everything. People ought to want to do some things for themselves.
yes, and I look...
You would value things more when you're taking care of things, knowing how to take care of things that you want. And you learn to take care of it, you would value it. So you would learn to pick up behind yourself because you're going to take care of things. And you're going to pick up behind yourself. You know, you're not just going to put something down or throw it down and then look at it a week later and it's still laying there where you put it down at or threw it down at.
Amen. And that's my mom's head talk for y'all today, okay? But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk to my mom because she's going to work, and I'll come back to y'all. We'll be stuck in those. I am back. I just finished making my breakfast. I just got off the phone with my mom. We were talking for a while, and I just wanted to preference. I'm sorry if this lighting is not, y'all know how I feel about these lights right here. But my mom, I lived with my mom growing up. My dad didn't live far or whatever, but my mom worked 2 jobs. She worked during the day and then she had a night job. So she would come home and Monday through Friday, and then it was on the weekends to where she would like try to get all her housework, her grocery shopping, which is probably why I do like my grocery shopping on those days as well. Not intentionally, I will say that I more so do my grocery shopping based off of around like my budgeting, my pay day and all that other stuff. But I say that to say, like, growing up, that's where I wanted that bonding time, like, or to, you know, just go out and do things. So that's where we kind of differ. I'm not setting aside any day on the weekends to be getting stuff done because I work all week long. Like on the weekends, I want to get out. I want, especially being in a new state. Granted, I've been here for 4 years now, but I do like to get out and live a little. Like, y'all know I do my kids' hair. I remember, I'll never forget, not too long ago, one of my daughter's friends, mom wanted me to do her daughter's hair. And she wanted like a style like my kids wear, braids or whatever. And I'm like, I don't do hair no more. I went to school for cosmetology, but that is not like my primary thing. Like, and I all year round. I mean, I work Monday through Friday. I don't want, and it takes me all weekend to do my kids' hair. So it's one thing for me to have to spend a whole weekend doing my kids' hair, to be taken on the weekends is when I like to let my hair down. I'm not doing all that. I'm sorry. That's not what I do. Like, I don't even be meaning to be, no, that's not, I'm not gonna say that's me or whatever. Because I don't think it is. Single mom. People be married, have husband. Take her to the salon, honey. Because the reason why I do my kids' hair is because too many people are flaky and shaky. down here in Georgia. I've learned how to do my kids' hair how they like it. I'm not getting ready to take on the whole neighborhood. And you know, some people are like, oh, that's extra money, that's extra money. That's a lot of time. The time, I see why certain people be charging the way they do, because that's 4 easy hairstyles that you could be doing in that time. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say my upbringing was a little bit different than what my kids have now, because my mom worked 2 jobs, and she just set up the days. And I'm like, it don't even have to take all that. Like, I get that from her standpoint. She was too tired to do things when she got home from work. I know how it is working all day here. Sometimes you're mentally more, mental exhaustion sometimes is more hard on you than physical exhaustion. So I get what she's saying, but I'm not dedicating no particular day to where we cleaning. Like, you should be picking up after yourself all day long. If you just finished eating at the table, you should be throwing your trash away. If you notice the trash is getting full, you should be taking the trash out. We're not going to dedicate a particular day to be getting this stuff done. Like, that is very much time consuming. And if you need a weekend to like declutter and all that, y'all see every time I do laundry. Like this morning when I was getting your good niece Taylor out the door, she was trying on some like old pants that she had from like last year. Put that in that pile. Put it over here. Because then I know that this ain't something we're going to be putting back in the routine. We're not going to have you wearing this stuff again because you already can't fit it. Like, I'm always, growing up, I had this teacher that used to say think smarter. Now, everything don't have to be overcomplicated. I shouldn't have to keep saying the same things over and over again. And the only commonality that I see is these cell phones. Hey y'all, I just want to come on here and apologize. I definitely felt convicted, and being convicted is a good thing to me. Like, if it gets me to see things and how I may have been wrong in the moment, that's a blessing, because sometimes we be so firm in how we feel, and how we feel is being the right way, the only way, that we eliminate everything else from our mind frame or whatever. So I just wanted to come on here and apologize for my tantrum. How y'all see me. This is true things that I've experienced. And I was just saying this to my friend. I just left her a voice message on her phone. Because, you know, when you have mom friends, or you have people around you that do something similar, or, you know, have different experiences, sometimes you guys find that commonality. Things that group go together with one another. And I wanted to turn the pattern of my venting around, because one thing I know is God is not oblivious to how we feel, what we say. Like, he hears everything, whereas the enemy can only hear what we say and the things that we speak out of our mouth. That's why they always say, you know, be mindful, be careful about the things that you say, because these things will be put in place to sit up there and attack you. If he sees that I'm triggered by X, Y, and Z, I'm going to constantly be tested in that realm. And I'm upset with myself for allowing myself to get upset and to say the things that I said, because the enemy is not going to get my kids. The enemy is not going to shift or change around my household. So that just was a reminder for me to like be very mindful of the things that I'm saying. It's okay to feel how you feel, but you don't want to sit up there and give the enemy ammo to sit up here and cause division. Because what does he do? Kill, steal, and destroy. Like, the vision that I have and the things that God has put on my life, I'm not going to sit up here and make the enemy privy to that. So this is my friend calling me back. She probably got my message or whatever. But I just had to come back on here and share that with y'all. I'm about to get in my closet and go through the rest of the things. Hey, good morning, friend. Girl, yes, friend, because when I tell you I had to come in here and I had to get my Bible because I was just like, It keeps happening because the enemy know that we're triggered by certain things because we've already spoken about it. You get what I'm saying? So instead of giving it to God, you know, praying that, you know, he going to sit up.